Alright, and we're back, and immediately going into a dungeon. 19 minutes?! What the hell?! How is there a 19-minute queue for the new dungeon? Am I seriously about to bring trusts? Oh God, save us. 19 minutes? I'm not waiting in a queue for 19 minutes as a tank. Yeah. 19 minutes. Fuck off. I was expecting an instant queue for my tank. Not 19 fucking minutes. Alright, tower is that. Here we go. Thancred wasn't allowed to come with us. Let's proceed with caution. Alphina, please be competent. I will pull 2 groups. Alphino is not competent. Okay, he's kind of healing me. Am I just having to use all my cooldowns to survive 2 groups? What the fuck? Alright, out of the way there. I'm gonna have to get used to it only taking 1k MP, because I'm used to it taking 2. So I normally monitor how many spells I have left by how much MP I have. Not stacks. Good change, which is gonna take getting used to. I should get Holy Sheltron in the middle of this dungeon if I remember correctly, because it's an 82 unlock. This place is so cool though. Oop. Atonement. Fuck. Like, look how cool this place is, man. A summoning hath begun. The Magus sisters. It's the Mansuya come to life. Alright. Nope, shit. Onwards and upwards. Well, we're going for another pack, Alfie. Please be able to keep me alive. No, it's another identical pack, so as long as I'm smart, we'll be fine. Alfie? Alfie? Alfie, I'm dying. And right here is why I don't use trusts. Ever. Normally. Shit. Once again, I saw it was at 6k and it debated me. Yeah, we can focus on this guy now. I'll let Alize take care of the Alize and Nasine take care of the Tempered Imperial. Soporific gas, that's an AoE. Damn it, I meant to use spirits with him, but I used, Oh. Is this a short dungeon? So not as long as they were leveling dungeons in, Shadowbringers. Alright, here's the mid-boss theme. Da, da, da. Da-da, da-da. Pretty easy to avoid. It's an inside. Ah, fuck. Fight or flight didn't work. When I wanted it to. Mencia, bio. Oh, fuck. So that's just a countdown rather than a... Damn it. Da 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 da. What? I should not have gotten the Vuln there. That's bullshit. Veil? Yeah, I'm regretting having these Vulns now, that's for sure. I didn't want them in the first place, but... Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. Yeah. What the hell? Why is the timing on that so weird? No! Are you kidding me? Alphino, you're a shit healer. Immediately blames Alphino. That should have been fine though, but that timing on the things was really weird. The timing on those AoE patterns. I'm gonna have to tanker like dead center in order to make sure I can make it in time. I mean, I get to listen to this theme for longer, so it's not bad. Alright, second time's the charm. Mindurava. Okay, he's actually smart enough to Essen it. What a miracle. What? This is fucking bullshit. Alize. It just charged and you're already using it? I mean, it's not surprising, but... Okay, with you guys I don't care. I'm gonna drag your center. With the normal party, I'd actually give a shit. But NPCs are not afforded that same... Wait, so she forces herself north. That's literally her circle. That is so dumb. Like, the timing on that is just too... Not too tight, because I like the challenge, but what the hell? Pace seems weird, that's all. And the telegraph isn't there to tell you which one it is. So if you're the tank, then you kind of get fucked over. Oh. Okay, it hit. It's not hit scan. Yeah. Well, Minderver is gonna die here. So, that's good. Three. So you have chosen Defiance indeed. What's in the chest? Mansuya Greaves of Casting. Okay, so that gear the guards were wearing, the gear the guards were wearing is this. Okay, cool. 13 minutes to get through one boss. Oh god. Okay. Their slows down, so now we just move in the holy circle. Alright. These guys are almost done. One pack at a time. Ugh, it hurts me. But down the throat we go. Alpha no. What the hell, buddy? If you're a healer, Alfie, learn how to heal. This is 2 packs. Not even. Without the invuln there, I would have certainly died. No point in dotting this, just straight to tone it down. Alright, Alpha, now I'm gonna pull another 2 groups. I know that might scare you, but it's what's gonna happen. Alpha, no, it's important to grow in your ability. Alpha, no. Not really. I mean, mostly. But at the same time, no. I am very close to not being alright. Oh god, yeah. It's 2 groups, Alphino. Alphino, you fucking idiot. This is why you're the worst twin. I used all the tools in my kit to support you. Except Clem. I can start using Clem. My god. I missed a treasure chest, but who cares? What's in here? A ring of aiming. I mean, isn't this gear garbage, though? It's like 510, right? It's 520! Wait, so I'm gonna be out of my gear? Like, all my gear is gonna be shipped by 85? The relic and everything? Are you kidding me? I'm not going to use my Confidier, my wreck combo on these guys. No point when they're already that low. These guys, though, these fuckers get to learn what it's like to have magic. Alfie, I've done everything I possibly can to help you. Well, not everything, but now I've done everything reasonable to help you. If you can't keep me at above 50% health, Alize, no. Save it for the boss, please. $19 minutes already. Oh god. I mean, the first leveling dungeon is normally pretty lengthy. Thanks to gear and power gain. Great way to start it off. So the middle sister is the mid-boss. Interesting. And entirely predictable.
You underestimate me.
Ah, fuck, wrong one. Did they... I think they lowered the cast time on Holy Circle. Not Holy Circle. Holy Spirit. No, it's still the same. Don't know what I'm smoking. Oh. About to say, well, that's not good. The call to defend the tower. No. Ooh.
Let's give them a show.
Well, I'm gonna take that damage. You have that long of a cast bar, I'd hope that they just give me the Vuln. Oh boy. She hits pretty heavy though. Normally I should just be able to eat Vulns. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, that no longer fucks my whole combo. So the not dancing one is the safe one. So Paladin is much smoother right now, like, than what it was. It's much smoother than how it used to be. In terms of overall, like, being able to move around, not have to worry about breaking your combo. It's good. Bit of getting used to the new fluidity and not having to be as static. But it's nice I can keep my stacks and not need to worry about getting frozen or having to avoid a mechanic to end up losing my entire Confidier combo. I like that. Two, 3, 4, 5. Already approaching half an hour. Are you kidding me? Yeah, fight or flight is still very static though. And its timing, which is good. Otherwise there'd be really no points to worrying about combos or trying to upkeep them. Estinian, I know you have AoEs. Alize, I know you have AoEs. Like, please use them. they're not all that difficult of a concept to grasp, you know? Three, 4, 5.
You now.
Alright, so good. It's dead. Now please, for the love of God. It's not that hard, guys. To just use AoEs. Like, it shouldn't be a difficult concept to grasp. Just like this shouldn't be difficult to heal, Alfie. Alfie? Alfie? Alfie, the fact I had to come in clutch there is fucking disgraceful. Alfie, no, please, for the love of God. Alpha, no, I don't have any more tools in my toolkit. Thank you. Shadowbringer is now this. It teaches me why I don't run trust dungeons. It might be fine if I was playing the healer, but oh my god. One pack at a time? For an NPC who should be able to figure out, oh yeah, this is how I do the healing. This is just me getting salty at the NPC coding at this point. Ugh. The final one. No matter the cost, we must protect the tower. The Magus sisters. Oh, the new achievement point thing. Fight all three at once. Please don't tempt fate like that. Would have been quicker, he's right. Don't care. She doesn't move from her spot. Stumbling softly and biting time. Marching forward and left behind. God, that theme is so good. What? Well, you got your wish, Justinian. Okay, we lived. A multi-boss boss. Haven't seen one of these in a long while. Oh my god, they run to the same side. I'm tempting it north, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna go north. Fucking idiots.
You underestimate me.
Then we worry about this. Oh my god. Can we please focus on Sindurova? Sindurova, whatever the fuck. People will mark out an order for these guys in the days to come, so... like, actually running it with humans. Yeah. Don't care. Alpha no, Mike, because I don't think he can heal that. Alright, guys, from here you move on to this one. Thank you. Now we just nuke the last one. Because without each other, they should not be much of a threat. These guys are going to die so fast once we have players in good gear. Like, it's not going to even be close. Oh, God. Thank God that's over. Jesus Christ. Good dungeon. Pretty okay dungeon. The NPCs, though. Painful. Painfully bad. What's with the sad look? This is a rejoicing thing. Yeah, there you are, Thancred. Yeah, you kept up with the group, Thancred. Good job, Thancred. Yeah. Holy Sheltron. Yeah. Knight's Benediction. Knight's Resolve. It comes with a regen? Oh, that is so overpowered. Ugh, thank God that's over. It's a 40-minute dungeon with those idiots.
Is everyone all right?
We fortified the captives with what magics we could. Have the defenses been disabled? All appears quiet for the moment.
Good.
The lower floors were disturbing enough, but this place feels wrong. The ether is heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
Pretty cool,
I
though.
believe we stand in the tower's beating heart. What sayest thou, Stola?
I see it. ether siphoned from the land runs up through the spire, flowing to a single point. This is the core we seek.
That's so cool.
Yet something is off. As large as this structure is, it siphons far more ether than is required to sustain it.
Yeah, because it's trying to bleed the land dry.
'Tis as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look.
That seems like a bad idea.
Curious. There is something there embedded inside the core. A man's limb.
Oh, that's disturbing.
This is what we came to destroy?
Yes, if you would be so kind.
Yeah, give him Palestinian. Nice.
And that should be the end of it.
What now?
My theory that the tower might come crashing down following the core's destruction doth appear to be correct.
And you didn't mention this why?
Bully for you! And how are we supposed to survive the fall?
What of the prisoners below?
The floor beneath our very feet dissolves. Brace yourselves.
I pray I'm not too late.
Fix it, Graha. But why didn't why didn't that idiot Urianger think, oh, maybe I should mention that? Well, we're alive, and that counts for something.
What happened? Where are we?
On the beach at Thavnair. Oh, next to the sword. No, still on the beach at Thavnair.
By my reckoning, we're still on the island where the tower stood. Tis as if it never existed. Hardly a scratch. But how?
Graha. What'd you do, you idiot?
Graha wove a levitation spell at the last moment. Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
Oh my god.
That explains the lack of obvious injuries.
The expenditure of so much ether has taken its toll. He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
Lucky bastard.
Then the immediate problem is what to do with our new friends here. They'll
Send
be
them
much
home.
changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt we could say the same for their minds.
Angelo and I will take care of that.
I have every faith in you, Alize, but there are just too many for you to treat alone.
And Graha's kinda out for the count.
Send at once to Eorzea for more porksies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
Hail, Scions!
Well, we won.
We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened here?
The threat is banished, and thy people delivered. They are, however, in need of treatment, and we of a secure locale and helping hands to assist us in its provision.
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to this.
Oh, we're going to Rods at Hand. Finally? Like, actually this time? Or is this another fake out, Vitra? Oh. It's a lot of elephants. Anchored. Yeah, I don't think I'll be entering the Zot with more NPCs anytime soon. Before he's crammed into a specimen jar, oh no. I now have the wonders of Holy Sheltron. What a glorious day. It's a 15% reduction. Alright, so it's a 15% MIDI. Plus block. Plus a regen? Oh, that is so getting nerfed in the next patch. Like, that's just broken. I get a regen. I get a 15% damage reduction cooldown. That's just less than a rampart. And its duration is 4 seconds, granted. But 4 seconds, if you can hit it right before a heavy hitting attack, that's huge. Like, that's easily the difference between life and death. Did I ever get my, No, but I got Spirit Bond. Yes! I'm still in all best right now, yeah. Like certain others. Do fountains normally have names? You know, sometimes they do. Oh my god. This is the mini city? What the fuck? This is the size of Kugane. Not that I'm one to complain, but this is the size of Kugane. What the fuck? The Aetheryte disabled? Oh, wow. This area alone is half the size of Idyllshire. Why the hell did they disable the Aetheryte? I thought Yulmore was colorful for a mini city. My god. I was not prepared for this. And the blue, of course. He loves his blue. Indeed. Squawk, squawk. The hamster doesn't want to be eaten, but Estinian takes no rejections. This place is the size of an entire zone. Like an entire ARR zone, if not more. Well, Raha's awake.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales.
I'll take him.
Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzat-Han.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
We are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzat-Han will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
Ugh. Poor Vritra.
'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
If there's a big battle in the zone, that'll be how he dies. The scales that are missing, he'll be stabbed through what is normally armored.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made. In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Nay. When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift. Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydaelyn to whom you must look for answers.
Definitely not ideal.
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort. 'Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one? To which Midgardsummer did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope. He believed, so long as Hydaelyn endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since. Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydaelyn does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Yep.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
Prithee, a moment.
Up.
There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor. 'Tis thee.
I only wish he could be here with us now.
I know of his clash with Omega, and the long slumber which was his price. Yet even closed in sleep, my father's eyes are far from blind. He is watching over thee, watching over this world. 'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsormr's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread.
Oh.
For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe. Amidst this tangled knot thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
I guess. Oh. Azale. Moambrita. Oshirfall. Oh, Papalimo. Minfilia. Oshirfall.
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
'Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
Or whatever is left of them. Whatever is left of my joyful companions. Nothing very well, if you say so. Alright. Still disabled. God damn it. Ding, ding.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for. Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of
I like that
operations.
plan. Let's go to Garlemald.
Of course, we would need to consult with various alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Do we really want to bring them back to Charlene of all places?
I must speak with you.
Nidana.
Nidana?
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I've been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I...
As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta.
And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thavnair from an awful fate.
Victory.
Yet who has truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy.
Yep.
Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
Yep.
Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Oh, our great work sent across the seas.
Don't demand a royalty. You're not getting one.
It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
Azem's crystal? No, heart bloom.
Look at that. Its color is completely changed.
What do you have there? How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification. Some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
Well, that's the whole idea.
You imply that it is distinct from ether?
Foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows. Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions. Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits.
Is this a canonical explanation for Limit Break?
That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research. Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Nonsense. You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
Shall we depart for Charlian then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the annex.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
Alright, this is when things kick up, eh? Sounds good to me. Oh, that's nice. Is that damned aetheryte usable yet? To the All right. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Will I take over 83? No. Not even close. I'm gonna get a visit from Vanat, no doubt. Archon love, can I not? Can I refuse? Yeah, 100% getting a visit from Vanat. Or do I get to talk with Ardbert?
Take heart and protect them well.
Vichra's words. Who's my special visitor now? I had Ardbert last X-Pack. The whole gang.
Good, you're here. You haven't eaten yet, have you? We've bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
That's a nice juxtaposition from the visits with Ardbert and Shadowbringers. He has a burger!
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well. But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Charlian cuisine is not to his liking.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart.
What? To perfect his brooding stare? Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Charlian feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
Okay, that's not gonna go well for you.
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Poor Estinian, beset on all sides.
Graha, that burger's as big as your head.
Condition, Mistress Cryle. I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done. If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Heidelin instructed you to carry that flower, yes?
She didn't instruct me to do shit. She suggested it, and I agreed.
'Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nadana back in Radzat-Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt, the relief of a people with renewed hope.
Indeed. And in turn, I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Give him the other half at least.
And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume?
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well, after a fashion.
You gonna take the cookie, Raha?
They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
Of course, that's what it was. Anyone gonna eat the double chocolate? I want it. Zamoon. You do know these are my quarters. Now, are we pushing on until dawn?
I'm not that ambitious. But 'tis pleasant to idle away the hours every once in a while.
We need him back. Oh, there he is.
Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that.
They changed Van Daniel's
You
voice.
once more as the bearer of bad news. Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon the ether. If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes...
They changed his voice.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
He's counting on it.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No, he's obsessed. Singularly obsessed.
No. All else is equal. Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke.
Oh, that's grim.
But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot.
So very hot, nice.
Soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more, and then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before. Burn. Burn. Let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
It's all that matters to him.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
Yeah, they changed his voice.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth, much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too. Yes, I think that is something we can both enjoy.
Did they change his voice actor? Because I really feel they did on Wings of Hope. Yeah, nothing online about it yet. Hello, Kryle.
Fuck you, Kryle.
You would not have died. Ah, shit. Yeah, Alize. At our alma mater, no less, will wonders never cease. You understand, soon enough, off we go. Another rift. He tore a hole into the rift and escaped. How much is today's election? Honestly? Not a word. Slytherin and Gryffindor. Another hole. Ding 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 ding. Hmm. 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 Undisputed champion of the debating chamber. Speak with the excitable student. Where is the excitable student? Out there. The Alpha-Levier. I'm not here. I'm here with them. Alifo. Like Zloli and Chloe. Do you want to finally get to ask why the fuck did you abandon your children? That's what I want to know. No. In gleaning. You never actually claimed to be one in the first place. My mistake. Ugh. Just follow the blood-curdling screams. What? I'd like for her to elaborate on the whole thing about blood-curdling screams. That seems like very key information. Great. Well, who would have guessed? Can't tell where he is. Maybe just look in the giant crowd.
Ah, I remember you.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you. I still can't believe how much you've grown.
Grown?
Only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented
Oh,
yourselves to the
that
floor.
way. Okay, not physically.
Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student. Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
If If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
We're not supposed to keep snooping.
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy.
Keep that oath.
Or
We'll
rather,
find it out on our own.
I couldn't tell you if I tried.
Yeah, the guy gripped at his throat.
Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic. As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
How is that even possible?
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
Fine by me. School time. Yeah. Pen, paper, and ink.
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into 3 forms. 2 are of the incorporeal sort, the soul, and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
Do I get an opportunity? Corporeal ether.
Yes, very good.
Easy.
This is the form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities, and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked. Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it. Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
It would be written over.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
The 7th Umbral Calamity. The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Oh, so finally an explanation for that.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation.
Great.
Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace?
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty. Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea.
Huh.
For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean. And our memories drift apart and dissolve, rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
The final days.
What happens after that?
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew. Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form.
Yeah, that's what it's been led to believe.
Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable.
The memories of the final days.
Well, I think that's enough education for today. Now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet. I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend.
Sweet.
Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
Slumbering softly, biding time, marching forward. Doesn't really fit as much. We'll put your artisanry to good use. So is that just deliveries? I imagine that's what it must mean. Alright, I gotta go check that, because that might be the deliveries, in which case... Although, I have an armor at 80, I don't think that would do much good for me. Considering the fact that Sharlayan is against war. But, you know. It's worth a try. I know there's people in here. Come on, load. I know there's a lot of player characters on board. Yeah, maybe there's just no one in here. It's possible. Phenomenon. I only have 1,000 tomes. Da 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 da. Limsa. Alright. Off to Vilbrand then. He's just Cryo's lapdog at this point, man. It's kind of weird. Well, you can imagine how that would go. Yeah. All right. First off, let's head over to Gilmore. Da 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 da. Santa. Oh my, this is so weird to see, dude. All Og Christ. A higher eye level than what I have now. I'll have to grab that another time, but for now... Where is it? This is what I was looking for. Now that's a weapon. Oh, those are cool, but I want to head over to the Crystarium now. See if I can get Deep Shadow Newiths. This is no longer the newest city. God, it feels weird. No, they didn't make any. I may as well just head over to the pendants. Oh wow, this is a lot better. Wow, that's a huge improvement. An Ethernet map. That is fantastic to have. Not even joking, that is amazing. Woborn. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Oh god, that's nice. Wait, the Tempest, is there now just dyeable Shadowbringer's gear? Just being handed out? Because if so, I may as well just claim that. Weeps the storm. I remember way back in silence, I'll surrender a somber reverie, noise sifting down into twilight. Nah, it's still all weathered. Once I get 2,000 tomes, I need to get that dyeable version of the Crypt Lurker. Alright. Ugh. Bunny boy in a maid suit. This is why I don't go to Limsa. Unless I absolutely have to. Three of the most powerful women in the world in one room. It's not a big deal. Kenny Senna can't do shit. Nanamo's a little sweetheart. And Merwib's, if she wanted to kill me, she would do it in a second. So that one could be concerning. Ooh. Onward to Ilzabard. Only death without end. Yep. They're Infernal Towers. Sounds good to me. Alright. Onward to Ilzabard. For the people of Garlemald. Alright, it's time. 10 long years. My armor literally has furs and leathers. Da 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 da. Oh, Janelles. That idiot. Da 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 da. Onwards to Alamigo. To Girabanya. Girabanya. For whom weeps a star. Where's Raban? Raban! Yeah, these are all Endwalker people. There's Raban. Dun, 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 dun. There's Imeric. Can't please them all. But Lord Imeric's struggle mirrors my own. Yeah, I imagine the Alamegans wouldn't be all too happy about helping Garlemald. We'll meet again. Gaius! Actually, Maxima, for the sake of the people, Garlemald, may the fates be on your side. I thought you'd have a stake in this. And enslave my people. Then come with us, Gaius, my man. Or hailed as a hero, I would only hinder your efforts. We will deliver them. I doubt they'll be pleased to see the champion of Eorzea set foot on Garland, so I'll just say, I understand. Where lead is in your hands. I will instead assume the role of your guide. Alright. Escort our friends inside. Well, off we go. May the Fury guide and protect you. Okay, come on. Come on, update. Come on, you know you want to. There we go. It updated. Alright, let's go meet the others. Hard and die. Inside we go.
By the 12.
How many are here? Oh my. He's already throwing punches.
Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without you.
No, I very much mind, Thankard. What the fuck?
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single purpose. We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of Garlemald.
We're not bringing Lys, are we?
The efforts of the Ilsabard contingent.
If we bring Lys, this mission is doomed. Like, we're fucked if we bring Lys. Lucia, that on the other hand, she's very good to have.
Yourselves included.
Can we ditch Lys?
Lucia.
I have come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
Yeah. Sounds good.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that, if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company. Everyone! If I may have your attention.
All the guilds. Is Zerhoon here? Because I see all the job quest NPCs, a lot of them anyway.
Might I ask you to speak first?
If I must, I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation. Here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer, we shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald. To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort.
Cool.
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Huh? This guy's been around since ARR.
Wait, I know you.
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten.
He hasn't been around since ARR.
The Admiral asked Captain Hilfier to send his best, and for whatever reason...
Oh, never mind. Sicard, no, that's not the ARR pirate. That's the guy who tried to kill Merwib.
Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughing stock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhauling as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship. So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but a promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do.
Character development for this dumb fuck.
Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy. Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
Yeah.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. But then again, so are we.
Yep.
The most dependable warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest. If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be
Lalafels.
We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Terrapin and I will be leading from the front.
It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield.
She's never in her element. She's a fucking idiot.
I've heard you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya, the avatar of destruction.
Who shared this? Put up the cards. Hide everything.
With comrades like these,
Share no
we will
details.
succeed, no matter what awaits us. And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead.
Sounds good.
Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabard contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require. The four high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission. Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon. They will address any problems of a technical nature, together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa.
Neither of them are voice actors, so they're not going to ruin that now.
Awaiting introduction.
No, 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 we're not bringing him. We're not bringing him. No.
Ah, yes. Emanolaine de Forton, at your service.
We're not bringing him. Leave him here.
Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself. Oh, and fight for world peace and all that. But, should the opportunity arise for a spot of ballroom dancing, I will be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light.
Can we leave him here? He's a hazard. Between us and certain doom, just be sarcastic.
Huzzah! I cannot wait to regale Honohua with my tales of daring do.
Fucking hell. Can we leave him here? Can we please leave him here? We can bring Lise. Just leave Emmanuelian here.
Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Oh no. That's not good.
Shinobi of Doma. Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various Eastern nations. According to Lord Hien, however, an equally capable company of warriors has been sent in their stead.
No. Not the people from the steppe.
Out of my way.
Yep.
Training fool.
God damn it. Magna. Oh, we got a gunbreaker. Will Magni finally find his son?
Forgive us for coming late.
Or whatever the fuck is Moon.
We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
For battle and blood we come, as the steppe is sorely lacking in both. No towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach.
Oh my god. These freaking psychos.
No quarter to the enemy.
Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Then why are they coming?
Warriors of the steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery.
It's not bravery, it's stupidity.
And these other ones you have brought are...
Members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
No Bojans? Yes!
Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities. Which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamiga. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire. I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald. And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused. Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy.
There's no Empire left.
But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth. They're just people. No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all. Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders. Gaius bloody Baelsar himself is working to help rebuild Werland, a nation he once conquered. So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good. It won't be easy, but we're all determined to make this world a better place.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy. To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range.
Okay.
Fortunately, Garlond Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey. However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems.
Great.
Further discouraging an airborne approach.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers. From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us. So, it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed.
Heck yeah.
Spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
Can we leave Emmanuelian? It's so dumb to bring him. Like, that's just a bad idea. He's proven how useless he is time and time again. My computer did not like rendering all those guys out, though. Care to do the honors? It's sad that Zerhoon didn't come, but oh well. Zhenli's not being here is welcome. Oh, forgot to bring the actual things I need to bring down. Great. Alright, how bad are the frame skips right now? 98 and 99. Oh my god. So you don't die. Here, take it. I'd rather not give it to you, but it's not my choice. In liberating Boja, happily. That's why I wear your armor. There you are. I'm ready to go. What is it that's being so taxing? I'm barely using anything. I've only had time to make something up to my liking. In need of a tailor, I hear. Tataru. Yep. She's coming too. But how? She said, "Mwahaha." Oh my. Nothing escapes my notice. I've made for you whether you like it or not. if I never wore them myself?